you how to set up SD.Next on Fedora 42 using the AMD Instinct MI60 GPU. Before we begin, quick reminder that every day I host a live stream at 2 p.m. Eastern. You're free to join the live chat and post any requests about lifestyle topics, obviously programming, and you can see the link. It's right here. It will take you right to the live stream. If you don't want to do that, you can simply watch the video. It's also embedded in the article. Scroll down later and I'll show it to you. And also be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. It also inspires me to make tutorials just like this one for you guys. Alright, so let's get into this. So if you're curious about Stable Diffusion and want to run an open source image generation via web UI on your AMD hardware, you're in the right place. So this guide, I'm going to walk you how to install SD.Next on Fedora 42. That's my preferred operating system, so I use daily driver and the AMD Instinct MI60 GPU. And setting up everything cleanly on a separate partition. My partition is /mount AI, but it can be any partition you want. You can also use a separate folder. I'll explain to you why I'm using separate partitions later. I'll be running fully accelerated PyTorch and ROCm 6.3 and using a Python virtual environment to keep things isolated. No Docker needed. This is a local install for speed and simplicity. So why did I choose SD.Next? I'll tell you why I did. I tried to install Easy Diffusion. I also tried to install the automatic the automatic one, the Stable Diffusion version. The reason I was having problems with it is because, as you can see here, I have ROCm 6.3.1 installed on my system. So when I was trying to run those two applications, they wanted to install ROCm 5.7. So I was going to basically more than double the ROCm libraries, and remember, mine is already working beautifully with 6.3.1, so running 5.7. I tried it inside Podman, I also tried it outside, it was the same thing. So it looks like they're hard-coded. Now, I could go and change the code to get 6.3, but I'm guessing the reason they do that is because they tested on 5.7 and nobody's upgraded to 6.3 yet, so I didn't want to muck around with that. So I looked for an alternative, and that's why I found SD.Next, and SD.Next works very nicely. Now, for my research, it seems that Easy Diffusion has some performance tweaks. However, I said before I wasn't going to install it. Maybe I'll try in the future when they resolve that issue. Okay, so let's take a look at SD.Next. You see, it goes to the GitHub page for Vladmandic / SD.Next, and as you can see here, it's also cross-platform, of course. The one thing I like about this is, unlike the others, you can see here it's multi-platform, so it's for Windows, Linux, Mac OS, NVIDIA CUDA, AMD ROCm, Intel Arc, IPEX, XPU, DirectML, OpenVINO, Onyx, Olive, and Zeluda. So, and this one, this was the only one that detected from the other of all three. This is the one that detected my that ROCm install immediately, and I was like, oh, okay. So that's why I didn't even bother. I was going to actually run this inside a Podman container, but I decided not to because I'm going to be using this frequently. Okay, so as you can see here, there's a lot of stuff. I won't even do it. So this could be like a multiple, and and in today's story, I'm just going to touch on the basic stuff and get you up and running. The most uncomplicated installation. So, for example, you see here they have platform-specific auto detection that works extremely well. I love that. Optimized processing with the latest Torch developments with built-in support and model, compile, and containerize. That might actually be true. You guys will be the judge of that. Condition methods and interrogate captioning up to 150 plus open click models and 20 built-in VLMs, built-in queue management, built-in installer with automatic updates and dependency management, and it's mobile compatible. I haven't tried it on a mobile yet. Obviously, the interface is easy to do on a mobile. So I usually do everything on the desktop, but I could also do it on the mobile. You can see the screenshots here. Motor support, it supports a broad range of supported motors and motor specs. And you can see again, we talked about the platform support, even the MI1, MI2, and OS X. Built-in torch for MPS optimizations. Oh, that's the Onyx Olive. And to get started, it's also to get started. It's actually pretty easy as well. It installs things. So let's actually. So obviously, I'm going to have the latest version. Let's see, where does it say the latest version up here? Does it tell me here? Okay, let's go find the. Is there version releases? There are no releases. Oh yeah, you have to just do a git clone instead. So looks like there was a merge request yesterday. I'm not sure if that's been completed, but let's now go back to the article. So the reason I chose it is because it's a fork of the popular Stable Diffusion web UI. Built for performance and flexibility, supports AMD GPUs using ROCm, as I just said, and can be used for tasks like text-to-image generation. That's what we're going to do today. I haven't done image enhancement in painting and more use cases in deep learning. That will probably be in the future. And maybe actually today when I do, I'm going to repeat the same thing I did before. So it's possible that I did learn from my previous takes. So this is my system, as you can see. Actually, let me set up the system's settings here so you guys can check it out. So as you can see here, my current system, we go to system here. You can see we go to about, and you can see I'm using Fedora 42, the workstation. That's GNOME edition. That's MSI. That's my AMD Ryzen 5 5600 GT with the Radeon graphics. So the G obviously stands for meaning that it comes with the integrated graphics. So that one also has ROCm, which surprised me as well. I have 32 gigs of RAM. I have 1.9 terabit disk capacity, but they said this is split up into multiple drives. And for my system, as you can see here, I also have the AMD Instinct, the AMD Instinct MI60. And yeah, see, I'm using Wayland as well, and the kernel 6.16.7.200, and you can see where yeah, so there we go. All right, let me open up the disks so you can see that as well. Disks. So this is my disk. As you can see, I have this is my this one I boot up with a 400 gig SSD, and then I have this two Sabre 1000 drives, and then I have the mechanical disk as well. So the partition I'm using, I believe, is this one. Yeah. Oh, maybe it's not. It's this one here. Yeah. So I'm using this one. So it's a partition, the entire partition, 240 gigs. It's called AI. The reason I did is because with Podman and AI, sometimes gets a little bit big, and it was filling up the this one. So I have this spare one, so I'll use this. In the future, I do plan on getting what do you call it? The NVMe M2 drives. Okay, so let's get started here. So I already have the command line open here. So I'm already inside this partition. You see it's mount/AI. So I already cloned the hi Asim. You're gonna like this tutorial today. What's up? Yeah, no time, man. Long time. I'm pretty happy I finally have the GPU up and running. It's cooling pretty well, so we're gonna test it out today. So what I did was, one of the problems I don't want to say dislike. Some of the problems with Python is that, for example, like I said, when I had the SD Diffusion, the other one, it wanted to install all this bunch of packages. The problem is it's very hard to move the packages, right? So I set up a virtual environment. As you can see, it's called ROCm-VEN. That's a virtual environment. That's for Python. So all stuff is here. So that means that if I don't like this, I can just delete these two folders and that's it. My system will be clean and everything as well. So let's actually get started here. So I said I'm here. this folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cd into SD.Next. So this is the SD.Next folder. You can see all the stuff here. This is the bunch of files. This is the same thing as the as we saw on the Git page. So this is not really necessary. So on the command line, what I do type is very simple. I type source space, and then the path to my virtual environment. Maybe so I will just use / ROCm. That's the environment, and then I go to the bin. If in case you don't know what that is, so this is the environment. So we'll go to the bin folder here, and then we look for activate. Should be an activate here. Yeah, this one here, activate. So /activate. So you see, then it's running the environment. So let me just go here. So it's in the environment, and then all I do is now in SD.Next here, we look for obviously I type Python, and then we look for launch. This should be down here, launch.py, and then they should start running. Let me zoom out, and you can see it's gonna run all this stuff here. So now you can see it's done, it's ready. So first of all, it checks to see if it needs to download another it will check to see if there's any updates, and it will grab them. And you see here it does an upgrade. So it says multiple diffusions found, package optimum. So yeah, so let it run, and you can see it's running now. So I want to show you that here it should actually have, yeah, so you can see here it detected the ROCm stuff, and you see detected where is it here, platform. It found that I'm using the 64-bit system. I'm using Linux, and you see it found my kernel, the Python version, and all of this as well. Before we go, let me actually show you guys. I'll show you what version of ROCm I'm running. So here I'll just type ROCm info, and you can see I'll prove to you that it's running actually both of them, multiple GPUs as well. So if we scroll all the way to the top, you can see, so it found what is it here? So it found you see agent 1, that's the Ryzen 5 5600 GT. Remember, GT stands for, that's a Radeon graphics. And then it also found agent 2. You see, it's the AMD. This is the Instinct, the AMD Instinct MI60. It's GFX 906 here. Sim, good to have you in the chat and watching. Yeah. So as you can see, it is. I do have them. This is proof that I'm running ROCm on both of them. And as I said before, right now I'm using both of the GPUs for the live stream. So for example, the actual live stream is actually using the integrated graphics, and then to record, I'm using the Instinct GPU, dedicated GPU. All right, so as you can see, it is running. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to open up a web browser, and what I'm going to do is I'll just make this a little bit smaller. I might have to make it full screen, hopefully I don't. And then all you have to do is type in localhost 7860 and wait a few seconds. You see it's loading up. SD.Next, and boom, it's there. Now and so you see, I like about this is that it's a responsive design. For example, if we scroll down here you see when you can verify ROCm is working. I just showed you it is clearly. Then I just cloned the SD.Next and its dependencies, and then I typed pip install -r requirements text, and if I want to upgrade, I can also do the upgrade for any particular patches, but I only do that, it's automatic with a launch. And then you see, this is what I did. I just cd into the folder. I ran the virtual environment, and then I Python launch.py. And then this is where we are right now. The MI60 is actually very good. I said I'm actually using it to record this video you guys are watching right now. It's very, very nice. The only problem I had was that I got a fan shroud for it, and it was loud because it was running at close to 1500 RPM. It was really loud. So I realized that since I have 6 fans on the case, and because I'm using the stock cooler, plus I'm not going to, I'm not going to like overclock or anything like that. So meaning that it's cool enough inside the case. So I realized I can ramp down the fan shroud. So it was like a jet engine taking off, very loud. So I went to 10,000. Still too loud for my liking. I went to 8,000. I kept on trying, and I was touching it to make sure it doesn't, it doesn't overheat. Then I realized once I was around 6,000, I'm like, I can probably go less. So I tried going less, but I got a little bit scared of anything less than 3,000. So I left it at 5,000. It was too loud for my liking. I went down to 4,000, and every about 4 or 5 days, I've been going down slowly. So for about a week or so, it's been around 3,300-ish. So today I dropped it down to 3,100 because the humming was driving me a little bit. The humming is a little bit annoying. You guys probably don't hear, but there's still a slight humming, but it's pretty good. So there's no heat or anything like that. So I'll probably be able to go down to 3,000, but I don't think it will make a difference. I think it will still be a little hum, but I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, it's working really well. Yeah, my what do you call it? Yeah, my BIOS doesn't have a question Radna is asking is yeah. So my BIOS doesn't have a way to like set the RPM. I have to either do DC, which is the voltage, or I have to use the graph. But I didn't like the graph, so I have to like use a mouse to go down. What's the other one called? The PWM. Yeah, you have to just use a graph to go down, which I don't like. I wish there was a way I could just type in a number like 3,000 or something. That would have been much better. But yeah, it's working very well. I'm very happy with it. I've left it on like when I'm working outside. Left it. So basically, the workstation is on usually from about 10 a.m. to about 1 or 2 a.m. So it works pretty well. Yeah. And also, if you watched my previous videos, I had the what do you call it? Yeah, I showed how I built the system, all the parts I got, and they're all working very well. I was surprised the memory is also working pretty well because they shoved the RAM came and was just shoved into a mailbox and was bent, but it's working fine. So I'm very happy with it. All right, where was I? So yeah, good. Let's see. I don't know if that's installed, so let's go check that out if that's installed. See ROCm. Is it ROCm-SMI? Oh, looks like I do have it installed. Okay. Let me try that after here. Actually, I'll copy your suggestion. Thanks, Radna. I'll copy your suggestion and I will do that. I don't want to do it right now because it might break things, but I'll definitely do that after the live stream. I'll try and I'll get back to you guys because I said this is going to be most likely a multi what do you call it? It's going to be a multi part tutorial. Okay, so the first time I got this running here, I immediately typed something in here, and I was surprised that it took, when I hit generate, it took a very long time and wasn't good. And I was thinking, oh, that's because I don't have a model. So as you can see here, there are several models. So what I did was I just picked the first one here, this one, Tempest by Vlad Base V01. That's the one I picked, but it didn't show up here. So I closed the application and started again, and then after that I was able to start generating images. But before we do that, I just want to tell you that I didn't touch any settings. You see, for example, the width and height, I left it the way they are. The batch count, batch size, guidance, any of these steps, sampling, default, I left everything as default. I didn't touch any of these. And you can also see here to tell you what's going on. So maybe it was also using the wrong GPU, I'm not sure, but I left everything the way they are. So let's quickly go over this before we actually start generating things. So for example, this is text. This means text to image. You have image here, meaning you can upload an image and then you can maybe tell it to change the image. You see this is the in paint, and then there's sketch here, and there's control. I know this is like a control net. There's video. I haven't had time for any of this. I said I will do a multi-part of this probably this series. I haven't done any of this yet. You see there's core, framework, and LTX, and there's process here, batch processing, captions. I'm not sure what this would be good for because I just use Inkscape to put the captions where I want, but I'm guessing you can define it. I'll test this out later too, see if it's any better. From what I know, usually text what do you call it? Getting this generators to do text, it's not very good. It's actually lucky to get it actually to legible text. And then there's the gallery here. The models, as I said, there's only one model I've installed so far. You can see it tells you different places you can get the models from. For example, Hugging Face, Agent Scheduler. I don't know if I would ever need this. And if I'm doing, I guess if I'm doing several images, especially for like a short video or something, I could probably set it to do things I want here. I said I'll test it out later. We'll go to System. Again, I didn't touch any of this, so the default is the settings here. And for example, let's pick, see it's auto detect. There's only one model anyway, so that's model options. You can change this, the quantizer. As I said, I didn't touch any of these. System paths, image, yeah, I didn't touch any of these. Networks, legacy options, I didn't touch any of that. I just left them as is. For example, there's info. Oh, that's for documents, and then there's extensions. Let's go back to system here. You can restart the server, shut down, unload model, reload model. Yeah, so that's and here there's update, user interface, history, GPU monitor, the Onyx. I believe this was for the execution, and then system info. Yeah, here we go, system info. So if you can see the GPUs and the architecture for the platform, and Torch 2.8. ROCm 6.3, the GPU, you can see it's using 1. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure which one. I don't know how it decides which one to pick. As I said, I didn't touch the settings. I was just pretty happy that the results, and I'm pretty sure it's using the dedicated one when we actually go to it. Or maybe one. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. Another brain fart. Computers start at 0, so 0 is obviously the integrated one, and 1 is the dedicated one. So when you see 1, that's your dedicated one. If you have 2, like I do. And CUDA stuff. This is active CUDA. Obviously, I don't have an NVIDIA drive, so there we go. And what else is benchmarks? I'm not going to. 500 by 512 by 512. Yeah, I don't care about benchmark. I'm not going to run them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the task manager before we do any images. So I'm going to put this on here, so we can monitor what's going on. So as you can see right now, it's actually, I don't think it's actually using, you can see basically nothing. I think all this on the memory is by OBS. So we're going to monitor this. Trust me, this is going to go up. This is going to go up when we actually start generating an image. So let's go back to text here. As I said before, I'm using the base model, and the other models, so as I said, there's a lot of models. You can also get some for yourself, but I'm just using the base model just to show you that it is good enough. So what I did was, based on the old easy diffusion, which took a very long time. So here we go. Let's time this. Actually, you know what? I want to time this as well. Oh, actually, no, I don't need to time it. It's going to time it itself. But if you guys want to see, I'll open up the clock as well. And I'll make this, come on, my mouse, work. Okay, always on top, put it here. And I'll paste this. And I'm going to start it and hit generate. So you can see how long it takes. Oh, there's also a preview. So let me see, I might have to move this out of the way. I think, does the preview come here? I can't remember. Okay, there we go, the preview is there. And you look at that. So 33 seconds. Still going 60%. Okay, I think OBS is slowing it down. It's actually, it was take 44 seconds or less. And look at that. It's finishing up. And there we go. So it took about 54 seconds. And you see the memory went up. It was what, 8 point something? And the memory went up to 13 or whatever. So that's the image, and this image, you see when the generate button is showing up again, that means it's done. So if we scroll down, it will tell us, you see here, the prompt was a photo of the mayor of Toronto, and it took 20 steps, and the size is 1024 by 1024. Wow, on the old system, even generating something that was say 256 by 256 would take a very long time. So I think it also tells me how long this took. Yeah, it says here. It says it took 52 seconds. So that's why I said I don't actually need a timer because obviously there was a delay with clicking it and whatever. So, but as you can see, so I'm gonna get rid of the timer because you guys should be able to see that. I'll just clear this. So the timer took 52 seconds. That's a little bit slow, and I said most likely because I'm using the GPU right now for, I said, recording as well. It's doing multiple things. OBS is slowing it down, but there you go. So it took 52 seconds, which is still pretty impressive for this. So obviously it's a perfect square. And I don't recognize this guy. I think he might be, kind of looks like an ex-mayor of Toronto, maybe from back in the 80s or so. Maybe, yeah, so, however, I still passed this because I didn't specify obviously on Toronto, Ontario, Canada, but I was just impressed with the quality. Remember, I just used the base model, so I'm pretty sure if I'm not pretty sure, that's actually not true, I haven't tested them, but I'm saying if I pick maybe a different model, the image will be, the quality will be better. I said this was all default, I didn't touch anything, you guys saw this, I just left everything as is, and I'm obviously more steps also give it, so that's a good happy medium. So you can save this. So actually let me, so to save it, you just click on the download and then it will go to the, yeah, so it's been saved. I think it's in the downloads folder or my, oh yeah, it says in download. So here's the image here. Now obviously you can tell the image is a little, what's the word I'm saying? You know, you can tell it's an AI generated image. How can I tell? Well, it's because if you look at his what do you call it? If you look at his nose and the eyes, of course, but the most important, if you look at the mouth here, it's clearly an older-ish gentleman. Now with the hair, with the silver hair, that gives you a hint. What I'm saying is that you can tell here, I know that person won't have like, I don't want to call it bulging eyes, but I'm saying is that there should be a little bit more wrinkles is what I'm getting at. For example, you see like the neck, it actually did a pretty good job here, but it also made a mistake. You see, this is too smooth. This is like somebody who's in their 20s, and here it's more, you know, there's just a few little things, but it's pretty good. It could probably fool some people. And I said, this is the base model. All right, so that one is there. All right, so I wasn't sure because I wanted it as fast as possible, so I just deleted it. I already saved it, so that's fine. And of course, you can click on the image and then you can edit it as well. You see there's an edit, where's the edit button here? Interrogate image. Yeah, so there are things you can do. So I just hit clear. You can hit clear. This is what I'm gonna do. Come on, why is it not clearing? Oh, delete. Okay, there we go. Delete. You have to hit delete. I'm used to using a 4K screen. It's on this is a 1080, and obviously it's half, so it's hard for me to find things. But there we go. So that one worked pretty well, and it took, as you saw, 51 seconds. So here's another one. The next prompt is a screenshot of the popular desktop environment. Now, obviously I meant the GNOME desktop, but I left it like that, and you can see it. This is not a photo. This is actually pretty impressive, in that it's what it's doing is it's making this up from scratch. I didn't specify. Is it Windows? Is it Mac? Is it Linux? Is it GNOME desktop? KDE? I didn't specify it, but it did a pretty good job. If you guys recognize what that is, kind of, I don't know, is that Windows 7 maybe? Or I think it's a Windows 7, or probably some Linux Linux one as well. So that's running as well. Oh, I forgot. I should have actually have the. I should leave. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this as a. Put this always on top, so you can see this. Oh, it's done, by the way. So you can see the memory actually stayed up with that, and you see it doesn't even touch the CPU. If this was the old one, of course, because it's using the GPU, so that's why the GPU is pretty awesome. So here's the desktop environment, and this one, how long did this one take? It took 33 seconds. So as I said, once I guess it's warmed up, it's actually much faster. So this one is pretty good as well, because I didn't even specify it. So let's download that one. All right, now I'm gonna delete this one. Delete it. You can process it as well. So if I click process, then you can obviously go and modify it and do other things, but I don't care about that, so I'll just go back to text, and I'm going to delete that one. All right, so the next one is the one from the Easy Diffusion, a photograph of an astronaut riding a horse. So let's generate that one. If you guys have used this program before, and you want, I can try the video. I don't know if the base model will be able to do it. If you know what prompt or whatever to type into video, or do I have to upload a video? Let me know. I said I didn't have time to research that one. I was just pretty happy with the way the images were generated. And remember, this is real time. So say 5 more seconds, 4 seconds, 2 seconds, it's done. Isn't that amazing? That is. And look at that. An astronaut riding a horse. That is pretty nice. And remember, this is 1024 by 1024, so that is really nice. And this one took 38 seconds. This took 38 seconds. So again, it's the same thing. So I'll just download this one. Yeah, see, I've downloaded. You can see the file size up here. Okay, and then I will generate another one. This one for the chicken run. Oh, I forgot to delete this one. Let's see what happens. Oh, it deletes it by itself. Okay, that's good. I don't have to delete it. Okay. One thing I've noticed, unlike say Easy Diffusion, this one is very consistent. You guys, I'll show you. I'll compare the pictures when they're done to when I generated the first time with this model. So it's very consistent. That's one thing I like. Some of them do tweak things a little bit, so you get a different picture or a different response. This one is it keeps everything consistent. So here's another one, and this one I do like as well. He doesn't have remember the one I generated, which had like the head of the chicken coming out from the behind too. That was pretty funny. So here's another one, and this one took 46 seconds. This one took 46 seconds. Okay, and I said usually they're a little bit faster if I wasn't running, or obviously OBS. Remember, so this GPU is being used to record the video you're watching right now, and also and obviously generate images. So I'm still pretty impressed, and I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it's not even using the fans, obviously not ramping up, so that means it's not being taxed. So I can pull even up this, I can make this bigger, so obviously a little bit more time, and that as well. What did I say? But like the width and height is what I meant to say. So here's another one. Second last prompt, don't worry. I'm gonna hit generate. Oh, the memory doesn't even go up. The CPU is obviously being used a little bit. Is that cool or what? It's like I'm not sure why it uses a swap, because the swap is also based on memory. Yeah, so this is done. I think this. Can you guys? Okay, this I just realized that's a mistake. Look at that. Okay, I didn't realize this is a mistake. All I cared about was just things. I think this is actually different from the previous one. Yeah, so this is clearly a mistake because there's no way. Okay, this one is a mistake. Oh, this one is clearly yeah, something's wrong here. So you shouldn't be able to do this. I mean, unless you. If they were crossed, then I mean, if you're making like an X, yeah, that would be possible. But you can't do this because the hand is pretty much perpendicular. Both hands are perpendicular to the person, so you shouldn't be able to do this. You got the thumbs, or is this more thumbs? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is like it's fused together, so that could be another problem. But I'll save this as well. We'll scrutinize them. There we go. So that actually looks not too shabby. Except obviously I said that yeah, this is fused. This is fused. So, and I think the person is missing a thumb. So that's another mistake. Yeah, it looks like Popeye here. That's yeah. So. But overall, that's actually not too bad. You can obviously fix that. All right, and the last one. So the previous one was a picture of a man wearing a watch, and before that was a picture of a chicken run. Before that was a photograph of an astronaut riding a horse. Before that was a screenshot of the popular desktop environment, and the first one was a photograph of the mayor of Toronto. So the last one here is a picture of a spider web on sockets. Oh, I forgot to check the time for that one. But as you can see, they're all pretty fast here. So the good news about this is clearly I can have a bigger width and height. I don't know how to use the default. And obviously I can get it. So from what I found when I was running SD Diffusion, actually OAI, image generator, they're much faster or more comfortable drawing something that's a square. So I think I'll leave it as squares. And what I'll do is, if I make, for example, a bigger, like 2048 by 2048, I think I'll just crop the part I want. So this one took, how long this one? This one took 42 seconds, 42.91 seconds. And this one is also pretty good. Oh, this one actually changed. There's now 2 spiders. So a slight difference. Okay, so I'll save that one. And those sockets also seem to have changed. Okay, so I'm going to open up these images and we're going to compare them to, as you can see, the memory usage here. Just 15, and it's barely using the CPU. So it's a 6-core, 12 threads. So this is a very good system. It's obviously 32 gigs of RAM, and the MI60 also has 32 gigs of VRAM. All right, then let's. I'm going to close this. And what I'm going to do is, see here are all the images. So I'm going to open them up one by one, and then we can compare them to, let me get this out of the way. We're going to compare them to the screenshots I took. So let me actually, there we go. Actually, let me make it half exactly. There we go. So this is my system, as I was saying before. See the CPU, it's a Ryzen 5 5600 GT, 6 cores, 12 threads at 3.6 gigahertz. The memory I have is 32 gigs of DDR4. The GPU, besides the integrated GPU and the Ryzen 5, there's also an AMD Instinct MI60, 32 gigs of HBM2 memory. Operating system is Fedora Linux Workstation 42. Obviously, it's a GNOME 48 desktop, and Wayland. So this is when I this is how I ran it to get it started. I can see it tells you the ROCm, and you see the GFX 906. That's the dedicated one, and the previous one, I think it's you don't know which one that is. Maybe it's this one, the GFX 90C. That's the integrated one. I guess C stands for CPU. Okay, and this is how it looks, obviously in widescreen. And then, oh, okay, I was wrong. It did change it. I was wrong again. I apologize for that. You can see this picture is the person is facing right, and this one the person is slightly tilted to the left. So it did change it a little bit. Oh, and also the laurels, lipins. Oh yeah, it changed them as well. So this one's they're all on the right side, and this one is split. So it did change it. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, so it did change. I thought it was exactly the same. And this guy is smiling here, while here he wasn't smiling. Okay, but it's clearly the same person. I think this one looks more realistic than this guy, but there we go. It's got a little bit scary here. So let's go to the next one. Oh, the wrong way. Oh, what is going on? Oh, why are you doing it that way? Don't tell me I have to open up one by one. Okay, here, let me do something. I know what to do. Okay, I'll put all these images, let me close this. I'll put all these images in a folder. Oh, come on. I'll call it AI Gen, and I'll dump them all in there. There we go. Now if I open this guy up, there. Okay, so we finished with you. This is the desktop environment. Desktop one. This actually doesn't look as good as this one here. You can see the text. See, the text is messed up as well. Actually, this came out worse. As you see the text, as I said, all image generators, they always have problems with text, even though the image, the drawings are not too bad. I specifically said picture for a reason, because I didn't want a photo. Okay. Next, let's go to the astronaut riding a horse, and oh, it's actually different too. This one looks like the horse is galloping, and oh, he made some mistakes here. Wow, I didn't realize this. The horse has what, 6 legs? The horse has 6 legs, but this is the Earth actually looks weird too, and okay, this is what do you call it? Reflection. Everything else is actually pretty good, and it shows that it's galloping, meaning it's actually moving with the dust kicked up here. But this one, the dust, it looks like it's stationary. Oh, maybe it's just walking, but it's picking up some dust. So, oh, you know what? I'm thinking, I think the reason they're worse is because I'm using the GPU also for. So when you're using the GPU for something else, the images came out a little bit worse. But as I said, this is just the base model. I can obviously change the model. So let's move on. And the chickens as well. Run. It seems to be a little. The grass looks really realistic. Okay, this actually does look not too shabby, but I just realized there's a little. Oh yeah, there's like a little bit washed out. Yeah, that's washed out. This one looks like real chickens, so this one's a little bit washed out. I think so I just discovered something that I guess if the GPU is being used for something else, it messes up with the pictures as well. Okay, let's go to the next one. The manual watch, this also messed it up. So for example, the man here doesn't have his jacket on. This one obviously has a jacket on, and as you can see, the hand positions are different. This one, I don't know why he has so many watches, but okay. Yeah, this is like hand is fused together. Okay, yeah, and I think this hand is also way too big for, yeah, or the wrist is way too big. I think the wrist is bigger than this wrist, but there we go. Yeah, so that's another weird one. And oh wow, I didn't realize the spider web actually doesn't look too shabby, but clearly the spiders they look like they're just drawn on. Well, I did say picture, so maybe that's one of these sockets. I don't know what country that is, but yeah, they don't look as nice as this one here. So okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Wow. Okay, that's very interesting. You know what? I'm going to. Which one was the picture? Let's try this picture again. Let's see if this picture will get improved. So if I go and let's see, it's hard to see how do I use this as a image. Can I redo this? Okay, let's hit generate. Oh, I should have gone to control. Let's see if that gets better. No, it looks the same. It's slightly different, but it's not. It didn't get any better. Obviously, so for example, if we Why can't I select this particular image? Oh, it's still running. Oops, I didn't realize it's still running. Yes, so let's see if it does anything different. Finishing up. Okay, now it's finished. I should be able to select it. Yes. Okay, the spider web is better, but the spiders, still seem like they're painted on. They don't seem like real spiders. Just like somebody just painted, splashed some black stuff on it. It doesn't look quite realistic like this one. It looks like a real spider. Okay, so alright, so let's exit there. So I'm able to use it as a control. Can I go to control? I guess I have to upload an image and then do it that way. If anybody knows how to work the video, that would be really nice. Does it generate videos or it takes a video and splits it? I'm not sure how that works. I said I'll test it later. So I want to do one more test. Which one was the one that was here? Let's do the astronaut one again. Oh, I should actually have deleted this, guys. Oh, okay, whatever. Man wearing a watch. Let's see. Looks like he has nail polish on. I'm curious to see if it comes out any better. Okay, so it came out. Why is it so small? Okay. A little bit better. It looks like it has problems with the hands, so maybe I should use a different model. Why is he wearing so many watches too? Okay, not bad. This hair, all his veins. What do you guys think? What do you think? Is that hair or veins? That looks like veins. I don't know what he's been doing. Anyways, all right. So I'm going to obviously. So as I said, it did produce some really good photos. I think the problem is if the GPU is being used for some so it looks like the GPU doesn't like multitasking. So I will definitely. I'll test some more, and I said that in the future I'll try all the others. Especially, I'm curious to test the video. I'm pretty hyped about that one. Well, it does a pretty good job. Let me try just for this. Let me try something interesting. So this tutorial is SD.Next. I'll just type something. I need. Here, let me actually delete this. Okay, I'll say I need a thumbnail for a video about SD.Next, the Stable Diffusion, the Diffusion Web UI. Add text. Visit Ojambo.com for the full blog. There's a blog article. Use a dark background and make the text light yellow. Okay, let's do that. Oh, I can't make it out. What in the world? What is it doing? What is it doing? Okay, that is weird. That is so weird. Okay, so oh wow, this is weird. Okay, I gotta take a look at this. That was quick. How long did that take? It took about 38 seconds. Yeah. See, I was right. I see the when it comes to writing text, the what do you call it? The text to image generators, they always struggle with it. Diffusion, you couldn't even spell diffusion correctly. And what text did I ask for? Oh yeah, visit Ojambo.com for, yeah, so I don't see any, I can't even make this up. Yeah, so that is weird. So it doesn't do text very well. Now, clearly, I can obviously pick a different model. If you guys have a suggestion of what model I should pick, let me know. I'm not sure which one. Obviously, for people, it does a pretty good job, but I'm not sure which one I should use. Yeah, so as you see, there's a lot of models I can pick from, and I'll test them later. I'll test all this later. Oh, you know what? Here, let me try something interesting. Who's a famous person? Okay, here we go. Can you draw a picture of Donald? Oops. Picture of Donald Duck and Donald Trump eating pizza together while drinking Diet Coke. Okay, let's try that one. Delete this. Oh, remember the other stuff. Delete. Go and delete. I have to select it. Delete. There we go. Some of the other delete. Oh, it saved all of them. Okay. Delete. Nothing. Okay, so let's go. Okay. All right. I guess Donald Trump isn't that popular. Or maybe he doesn't understand me. So remember, this is the base image. It actually doesn't look too shabby. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. This is too much fun. Obviously, I'll test this more, and I said I'll try the different models and see what else what else it can do. So this is just the base model. So I say this is just an introductory. So don't feel. Actually, let me see if there's any problems with this one. Is it done? Oh, it's still text finishing. What's going on? IP adapters are plug-in models that can guide the generation towards desired outcome. So why is this taking forever to finish? Okay, what is going on there? Why is it taking forever to finish? Okay, let's see what's going on here in the command line. No, it's still not finished yet. Wow, that is weird. Oh, something is going on here. Let me actually bring out the task manager. It's all red. Oh yeah, see the RAM went up a little bit more. It's still red, so it's doing something. Oh, looks like did I break it? It's still all red. Ah, I might have broken it. Okay, so maybe that's and the RAM is still staying pretty high up there. Oh wow. Wow, okay, looks like I found a way to I guess Donald Trump it doesn't know Donald Trump, and that stumped it. But the picture actually does look it's finishing. Let me actually go back to the command line. What's going on there? Let's see what's going on. Memory access fault. GPU node 1 agent on reason page not present or superior privilege. GPU core dump created. Okay, so it looks like I did break it. Ironically, when I was deleting the images. So yeah, that did break it. So all right. I wish I could get this picture. That'll be fine because the Coca-Cola looks correct. You know, oh, this is okay. Anyway, so let's finish this up. So let's finish this up. All right. So as I promised before, we do have yeah. So that's fine. We do have the connection error. So do I have to close this? What's going on here? Oh yeah, it closed. So let me actually launch it again. I will go here. Launch it again. GFX 906. I wonder if it was using the wrong GPU. Yeah, so this is the one. This is the GPU I wanted to use. So just wait until once you see the URL here, that means you're good to go. I'm actually going to copy this because I want to run this again. Is it running or what's going on here? Still red. Yeah, not ready yet. Oh, now it's ready. Too impatient. I really want to run this. I wanted to run because Donald Trump should be popular enough. I should upload maybe Justin Bieber or something like that. Okay, so while this is running, let's finish up here. So, so this is a live stream. You can see this is the embedded videos. If I press this, because you can see it's running live. Yeah. Okay. So while this is okay, that's weird. And then oh, it's generating a different picture, so that's good as well. Right, so where was I here? So as you see the results, as I said, quick summary: photograph of the Mayor of Toronto, a screenshot of the GNOME desktop environment, a photograph of an astronaut riding a horse, a picture of a chicken run, picture of a man wearing a watch, and a picture of a spider web on sockets. And ooh, look at that! It took 1 minute and 2 seconds. Huh. Okay, so I said I'll try this type of stuff on. I'll use different models because it's actually not too shabby as well. I kind of like that, except the Donald Trump and Donald Duck kind of messed it up. So maybe that's a trick. I will have to. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put that on my to-do list to see if I can get an AI model to do that properly. Then we'll know we have arrived. What else was I here? Picture of a slide of sockets. So if you wanna learn Python from scratch and improve your skills, I have a beginner-friendly book, an online course. The book is called Learning Python. It's available on Amazon. The link is in the description. And the course is called Learning Python. It's available on ojamboshop.com. The link is also in the description. And if you want one-on-one Python tutoring and AI installation help, I offer private online Python tutoring sessions and custom installation or migration of Stable Diffusion and SD.Next setups. You can get the Python tutoring and support at ojambo.com/contact and the AI installation and migration at ojamboservices.com/contact. The links are all in the description. So running SD.Next on Fedora 42 with your AMD Instinct MI60 is both possible and efficient by setting it up natively and using a dedicated partition. You maintain speed, flexibility, and control, document your results, experiment with fine-tuning, and share your work with the community. If you have questions or feedback, leave in a comment and reach out directly. Quick reminder that I do a live stream every day at 2 p.m. Eastern. Visit ojambo.com. You can simply go to the watch menu, the live sound menu. You can see this is the topic of today's tutorial. And tomorrow I'm going to show you how to install JellyWatch for the Jellyfin, to monitor Jellyfin, the media server. And then after that you can see the topics for future tutorials. And also be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. Alright, so I'm going to end this here, and don't worry, there will be future tutorials once I figure out how to obviously generate, use the different models. Maybe even if you guys have a suggestion for a model I can get, let me know. I can try that one instead. I said this is just a base model, so clearly it's limited. And also another thing I noticed is pretty much consistently, if the GPU is being used, the result is not as good as without using the GPU. Meaning that if you have to leave the GPU only for the task, at least for this particular model, the base model. I'll try it with the different models, and I will let you guys know which one is working. So which one is better. Now, for my particular use cases, I don't care that it doesn't understand, for example, who Donald Trump is. I could care less. I said I'm going to be doing my own stuff, so I might maybe do a sketch and tell it to improve it. Those are the type of things which I will be using it for. I won't be doing like pop culture. I have no interest in that. I mean, at least for the reason I want to do this. And related to this is Blender stuff. So that's another thing I want to do. Like I want to have, for example, a low poly model, and then I could get a Stable Diffusion to provide the texture for it. Those are the type of things I will do. Another reason I do like SD.Next, I believe it comes with an API, so that way I can probably integrate it, maybe my own Python plugin into Blender, so that when Blender comes to the materials, it can create it like this. So in this example, so for example, let's say I modeled Donald Trump and obviously Donald Duck, and then the pizza, just a little circle with so a few circles inside, and then the glass with the two straws, and the table is pretty easy, just a plane and what do you call this, a sphere, and then obviously the texture will be done by Stable Diffusion, so it makes it more realistic, just like the way they are. All right, with that said, I'm gonna end this. I'm checking the chat. I don't see any more chat requests. I'm gonna end this tutorial, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, 2 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to subscribe. I don't know if I said that. For more, inspires me to make more tutorials just for you, like this one.